Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will learn how to automatically send email on Pabbly Form Builder submissions. So now let's say that I offer a computer course to school students, and whenever I receive a new submission in my Pabbly Form Builder, then I want to create a Google document from the response that was received. After creating the document, I want to send an email to those students talking about the validation and the confirmation of the details. So now after doing this, we need to integrate these applications. So we will be using Pabbly Connect, where our trigger application will be Pabbly Form Builder and our action applications will be Google Docs and Gmail. So to learn how we set up this integration, follow me through the screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to automatically send email on Pabbly Form Builder submission. So now let's say that I offer a computer course to school students, and every time I receive a new response from a student, then I want to create a document with the response received and send an email to the student for verification and confirmation of the details. So now to do this, we will be using Pabbly Connect. So let us sign into our account. But if you are a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and at the time of account creation, you will get 100 tasks free. So as an existing user, I will sign in. So these are the applications provided by Pabbly. So to create a workflow, we will be using Pabbly Connect. But when it comes to the form builder, so we will be using Pabbly Form Builder. So as of now, let us access now Pabbly Connect. So we have arrived on our dashboard. And to create a new workflow, we will go to our right hand side and click on this Create Workflow button. And in this dialog box, we need to give a name to our workflow. So I have named it as Automatically Send Email on Pabbly Form Builder Submission. So now I will click on Create. Once I did that, now we have arrived on a very important window that consists of trigger and action. Trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts on which this entire automation will depend. So over here, trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So that means actions are the response of a trigger application. Now moving on to a trigger window, as our title suggests, that is to automatically send email on Pabbly Form Builder submission. So we need to send an email whenever a new submission will be done. So as a trigger application, we will be searching for Pabbly Form Builder. Here it is. And now we need to select the trigger event that will be new form submission. So whenever a new form will be submitted, this trigger will start working. So now after doing that, now you can see a webhook URL is given to us. So read these steps carefully. First of all, we need to log into the Pabbly Form Builder account, and after that we need to go to integrations. So let me take you to the dashboard of Pabbly Form Builder account. So here it is. Now over here we need to create a form. So for the reference, I have already created a form before and it looks like this. So to create a new form, you can easily go on create form and create a new form for yourself. I will be using this existing form by the name of Connect with Us. So this is how the form looks like. Here is the company name and it says please fill the form below and we will get in touch with you. You need to enter the name, email, number and the course. So now let us go back to our Pabbly Form Builder dashboard. So now to integrate Pabbly Form Builder with Pabbly Connect, we will go to integration and now you can see there is the option of webhook. So again we will go back to Pabbly Connect and we will be copying this webhook URL. Now you can see it is waiting for a response. Read the note. Now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So now let us go back to our Pabbly Form Builder account. Here it is. In the integrations, in the webhook section, we will go to create webhook. And now over here, we will be pasting the webhook which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. And now I will click on save. So now let us do a test submission. So I filled in the name as dummy user, the mail ID as demo@pabblytudes.com, entered the mobile number and mentioned the course, that is Introduction to C++. Now I will be clicking on submit. Your message submitted successfully. That means our submission is done. So we will go back to Pabbly Connect and check the captured response. So here it is. You can see the response is captured. You can see the submission date. You can see the form ID. You can see the details filled in. That was mobile number, name, the email ID and the course name. So this was successful. Now moving on to our action application, we will be searching here for Google Docs. Here it is. Now we need to select the action event that will be to create document from template. So that means a new document from a template will be created as an action event. So now we need to connect this application with Pabbly Connect. So in one of my tabs, I have already opened Google Docs. So now I will click on connect. And if you have an existing connection, you can go with it. But if you want to add a new connection, so you can click on that and you can easily sign in with Google. And now you can see it is connected. So now coming on to the template document. Choose your template document from here. Please ensure at least one tag like in curly brackets is present in the document to make this action work. So that means right now we need to select a template document. So let me take you to my template document. That is a verification and a confirmation letter. It goes as Dear, on behalf of Zenith Limited, I am pleased to offer you this course with Zenith Limited in course name. We are excited by the prospect of you joining this course. Please check your details that we have received like name, email, phone, course name, and in case of any corrections, contact us at desk@pabblytudes.com. Sincerely, Zenith Limited. So this was the template which I have created. Now let us go back to Pabbly Connect. And over here in the template document, we will be selecting verification and confirmation letter. And like it said that we need to ensure that at least one tag should be in curly brackets. So now you might be wondering what are the values entered in these curly brackets. So these are the variables. So you might be wondering what are the values entered in these curly brackets. So these are the variables which we are going to use for sending the mail to different people. So now what are variables? Variables are the values which are going to be changed for every new response. Now going back to Pabbly Connect again, then I have to mention the new document's name. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the email address and then I'm going to put a hyphen between it and I will be taking the course name, that is Introduction to C++. So this is how I'm going to name my document. Now this method which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time your workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. If I would have written these values manually, then even when this workflow was running with real time with some new data, it wouldn't have taken the new information. Instead of that, it would have taken the same manually written data. So to avoid that, we map the information. Now moving to a document's location. So let us read this. The new file will be saved in your Google Drive directory. If your directory is not displayed, you can click the map button and enter the Google Drive folder ID yourself. So now what we need to do is, we need to mention the new document's location. So now I will take you to my Google Drive, and over here I have already created a folder by the name of computer course. So let us go back to Pabbly Connect and you can see I have selected computer course as the new document's location. So after doing this, I will be mapping the name from the response that we have received, that is dummy user. Now I will map the course name, that was Introduction to C++, and here I will be mentioning the email. Now moving to the phone number part, so I will map the phone number part as well. So now this is done. So now we will be clicking on save and send test request to see the response. So you can see document ID is generated. That means it was successful. So now let us go to our Google Drive and check the template. So now you can see this template by the name of demo@pabblytudes.com -introduction to C++. So let us open it. And now you can see the letter as verification and confirmation letter. Dear dummy user, on behalf of Zenith Limited, I am pleased to offer you this course with Zenith Limited in Introduction to C++. We are excited by the prospect of you joining this course. Please check your details that we have received, name, email, phone, course name. In case of any corrections, contact us at desk@pabblytudes.com. Sincerely, Zenith Limited. So that means our first integration was a success. So now over here you can see this log button that says it is private to only me. So that means I need to make it public to share it with everyone. So how we will do this? We will go back to Pabbly Connect, and now as an action application, we will be using Google Drive. So we will search for Google Drive and here it is. Now I need to select the action event, that is to share a file with anyone. That means shares a file with anyone on the internet. So I will select this as my action event. And now I need to connect this as well. And I've already opened Google Drive in one of my tabs. So I will click on connect, and now if you have an existing connection, you can go with it. But if you want to add a new connection, simply click on that and sign in with Google. And you can see it is connected. So now we need to select the file ID from the Google Drive. So now instead of using this, we will click on this map button and we will be removing this file ID. We will go to our Google Docs response and here is the document ID given. So we will be copying it and I have pasted this here. After mapping the file ID from the Google Docs, I will click on save and send test request. So now you can see in the response received, anyone with link, drive, #permission. So that means it was a success that anyone can read this document. So now moving to our last action application, that is Gmail, where we have to send an email to the student. So I've selected the application. Now I need to select the action event, that is to send an email. And now I will click on connect. I have opened my Gmail account in one of my tabs. So I will click on connect. If you have an existing connection, you can go with that. But if you want to add a new connection, so you can simply click on add new connection and click on connect with Gmail. And you can see it is connected. Now we need to enter the recipient email address. So I will be mapping it from the form builder response. And here is a mail ID. So now moving on to email subject, which I have mentioned as course letter. And now the email content type is plain. Going to the email content, that is the body of the mail. I have framed the email content as Dear dummy user, this is your verification and confirmation document. We have also sent a text on your number, that is thanks Team Zenith. Now moving on to file name, we will go to Google Drive and here is a file name by the name of demo@pabblytudes.com -introduction to C++. We will map this and after doing this, we will be attaching the attachment. So now we will again go to Google Drive and we will scroll down and we want to share this as a PDF. So we will be mapping this and it's done. Now we will click on save and send test request to see whether the mail is sent or not. So in the response received part, you can see done and the response status is sent. That means the mail is sent on the mail ID. So here is the mail that goes as Dear dummy user, this is your verification and confirmation document. We have also sent a text on your number. Thanks Team Zenith. And you can see the attachment is also attached. That was the template which we wanted to share. So let us open it. So this integration was successful. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com. And if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.